very, very good morning to everybody. It is Friday, February the 3rd. The full moon is on Sunday. We went to 41.95.44 on the SPX. We closed green 3 days in a row. And what that is?
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
The cologne?
No.
Opportunity.
Exactly. I'll bring you onto the charts in a minute, but I am going to display with you here again what this means. First and foremost, it is Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Fridays in a row we have closed green. Every Friday of the year. I will bring you back to where we had this same thing. Coming off of the October lows, the 2022 lows, the week after we closed green, 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 green. 5 Fridays in a row. And right after that, we had our little bit of a dip, very fractional, still closing higher on the week, and went right for that 4,100 as we went in there into December. Now, we have gotten into the 4,100s 2 days in a row, and we got there by gapping up. We had that big gap up, then we had that little bit of a dip, filled it all up, ran on up, had that next gap up. That was how we got above that level there, that 41.19. Gaps don't like to be filled with gaps. And bringing you down there onto what is most important, as I've shared before, we just now have 3 in a row. We had 3 in a row in November. We had 3 in a row back in week after the 2022 lows in October. We had 4 in a row in September when we went from 38.87 to 41.20 prior to the drop on the gap that we just filled 2 days ago. We had 3 in a row in August, 2 times in July, 4 in a row the week of July 4, and 3 in a row twice in May when we had that 43.08 double top and right after we closed below that 38.55 bear market line. Now we have just closed 3 days in a row. We closed 2 days green as we went into Friday, and you guys saw what happened on Monday. We closed Friday, January 20th, OPEX, and then we closed again green Friday over here on January 23, 2 days in a row. We had our streak of 4 over here in January prior to getting our nice big fat short as we went down into that area. And here we are coming over here. Don't need to show any of that. I will bring you straight to the charts because we're not wasting any time today. Here is your ES. And as you can see here, your ES is down here to the FOMC spike, rally, boom, at that 41.55 on the ES. This is the ES. This is not the SPX, which I'll show you in a minute. We are down 33 points overnight. Here is your NASDAQ. NASDAQ I want to bring into a little bit more attention because as you can see here on your NASDAQ, you have had a 20.45% rally coming off of the January lows. This is off of January. This is from this month. Right over here in the January lows, January 6th, this has been a 20% run on the NASDAQ from that point in time. Now, I will bring you into a cleaner version and zoom you out so that you can get a greater appreciation as to where we are. We are on the shoulder. Here is your shoulder. Here is your shoulder. And here is your head. So, again, the dot-com bubble, I'll get to that in a minute. Here's your SPX. And we reached 20% up off of the October lows as we went into yesterday. Zoom you in here quite substantially, and you'll see exactly what we've been doing just for this week. This is a 4.4% rally off of the lows from Monday. Here is your zone right there at that 40.64. We have all of our new FIBs, and you have your chart that is there inside of your email that you can refer to for the 1, 2, 3, 4s, and 5s. Here is going back on a 30-day view, and as you can see there. Now, what I would like to do is show this in something a little bit more real. Because what I am starting to see now is not so much that, but more so this. We now have what looks like a constructive ABC, not a strong 1, 2, 3. Looking for a longer and wider 3 so that we can get a little dip of a 4 and move on up into a 5. Once again, the full moon is on Sunday. I will repeat, this does not bode well for all of you who would like to go ahead and keep snorting up some FOMO and looking to the upside. It is the full moon. You have closed green 3 days in a row. You have closed green 4 Fridays in a row. It is the full moon. Don't trust the full moon? Go get you some over there on Twitter and StockTwits because they got plenty of it available for you. Here is the NQ again, and I will bring you down again to the VIX. The VIX being down here below that 1811 as we got into that FOMO process, and still looking for a move to 2102, 2258 before we can start to process ourselves and say, okay, the dip is over. Because what we have is very similar to the dot-com bubble, which 80% of you were never trading. I was a broker back then on the phones. The dot-com bubble, the mortgage bubble, the SPAC bubble and ETF bubble, and now we're into the zero DTE bubble. And just like all those other ones, this is going to be the exact same thing. I wish it wasn't. I'm not against it. I've said it to everybody where my upsides and my downsides are. But the truth is the truth. And for now, again, looking at a 5-day chart, you see your trend line falling here from the 2022 lows. This is precisely why, using that 5-day low, why I've been picking the strikes that I've been picking going out to March so that I can ride the entire ride.
It's fucking plummeting.
When the hell did we forget all that? I thought we were better than this. I really did. And the fact that we're not doesn't make me feel all right and superior. It makes me feel sad.
Every time I fucking hit refresh, it's dropping, man. It always goes down.
And as fun as it is to watch pompous, dumb Wall Streeters be wildly wrong, and you are wrong, sir, I just know that at the end of the day, average people are going to be the ones that are going to have to pay for all of this. Because they always,
32?
always do.
It's 32. Yeah, it's fucking tanked, man.
That's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Drop a deuce at Deutsche.
Does our bull have a response?
Only that in the entire history of Wall Street, no investment bank has ever failed unless caught in criminal activities. So, yes, I stand by my Bear Stearns optimism.
Mr. Miller, I'm sorry, quick question. From the time you guys started talking, Bear Stearns stock has fallen more than 38%. Would you still buy more?
Yeah, sure. Of course I'd buy more. Why not?
Boom.